All right, my name is Donnie Morrison, and I'm here today in Lapeer, Michigan with Larissa. And Larissa is down and out. So, Larissa, tell me a little bit about what makes you down and out right now.
Well, where it first began was that I suffer from anxiety really bad, and it's where I can't hold a job. I've been fired from every job that I've held because I've been fired from my anxiety attacks, where because I don't handle people very well because I was raped when I was 13 years old.
Okay, and was that somebody you knew, or
Yeah, it was a family friend.
okay,
It was actually on my 13th birthday, and well, I sent him to prison for 5 years, and he gets out and starts harassing me as soon as he gets out, threatening my well-being, my safety, and I have two kids that I currently don't have custody of because I can't hold down a job to financially or emotionally take care of them because all I all I do is break down and is scared that something's going to happen to me or my kids.
from him?
Yeah.
Okay, and is he still bothering you now?
Actually, just recently I made a police report on him for harassing me and threatening me.
Okay, what does he say? I mean, what is he threatening
He's
with?
he mind my language. He straight up said that if I see you in public, I'm beating your ass, you nasty cunt, for ruining my life.
Okay,
When
no.
actually he ruined mine.
Has he made any physical attempts?
There was one time when we were in a store and I saw him and he went to go at me, but I took off. I left a full cart of groceries in the grocery store because I was scared.
Okay. And as far as your kids go, are they staying with a family member, or
My mom has them.
okay, but you get to see them regularly?
Oh yeah,
And how old are they?
they're 3 and 4.
3 and 4. And how long has it been since your last visitation?
It was about, I think it was last week that I
Last
saw
week.
him.
And is it hard for you not being able to see them? I mean,
Oh,
every day.
oh yeah. I would give the world to have my kids with me every day, to be able to support them, to be able to be emotionally able to take care of them,
Okay.
to
And
not live in fear every day.
as far as jobs go, when you have the anxiety attacks, what happens?
I normally, because I didn't graduate high school because I had gotten pregnant with my first child when I was in the 11th grade and dropped out because I couldn't be on my anxiety medication. And I have to do waitressing jobs. I have to do like the dishwashing jobs. I can't be with the people, and I'd just break down and go to my break room and just start crying, curl up in a ball in the middle of my break room and just cry. And my boss would come in and say, I can't have you being emotionally unstable in this workplace. You need to leave.
What kind of jobs have you had? I mean, like, what was that job?
It was my waitressing job.
Okay. I'm assuming a local here in Lapeer restaurant.
Yeah.
What other jobs have you had?
I've had a dishwashing job in the kitchen, and I got fired because I burnt my hands on a pan that the chef didn't tell me was hot. And they just immediately fired me after that.
Have you ever tried working like in like a telemarketing room or anything like that?
Never thought of that. Just
Then
never.
you're only dealing with people on the phone.
I've never like knew where to go to do something like that, or like where to look.
A lot of them actually around here would be like Kelly Services. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you've heard of them or not. They actually do a lot with telemarketing rooms, especially people that are felons or people that have anxiety.
Never thought of that.
Now, if you were able to get a job and hold it, would you be able to get your kids back?
Oh yeah, if I could get a stable home, a stable job, and to be able to support my kids. My mom told me she was signing custody back over to me.
No. Where do you stay now?
I stay here in Lapeer.
I mean, like, do you stay with a friend?
Yeah, I just stay like in different places.
So a little couch surfing?
And like for the past year and a half, I was in a abusive relationship. Because with the rape, I always went to guys that I always thought I'd try getting acceptance. Like, felt like I wasn't good enough. I was broken. I was not good enough. I was marked unwanted.
Yeah.
And I was living in Flint for a year and a half, sleeping on people's couches, sleeping in their basements, sleeping, like, putting my mattress on a floor just to have a place to live.
I mean, that's hard.
It is, and just moving around. Last year, I moved 10 times in 1 year.
And is that just due to lack of income, places to stay? And I'm assuming, you stayed for a few days. They booted you out.
Yep.
And does your anxiety affect those friendships? And
I don't really have any friends anymore.
okay.
I don't talk to anybody. Because my trust has been broken because all they're out for is for me to do something for them. But once I need help, they don't want to help.
Have you ever self-medicated? Alcohol, any other street drugs?
I've smoked pot to help calm my nerves. I've used to drink when I was able to scrounge up enough money, but I never really stuck with anything because I always had the voice, my kids in the back of my head saying why.
So the kids are definitely something to keep you going.
Definitely. Kids are my world.
And how are you treated by DHS? And
I've really never talked to my caseworker. I've been cut off my food stamps 3 different times.
was it, I'm assuming, for paperwork?
Yeah, because they would contact me. They say they sent out paperwork when I never received paperwork. And I tried calling and calling back, and I've called 4 times in 1 week and never got one phone call back.
And do you think that maybe the jumping addresses had something to do with that?
I think so. But I always have my mail always sent to my mom's or my grandma's address, so I know that I can get my mail, and just nothing ever comes through.
Okay. Have you ever applied for cash assistance or anything like that? No, none of that. Do you have any other sort of drama in your life besides the guy following you around and kids and?
Just backstabbing friends that I thought were true to me, and they just with the threats to me from the guy that follows me. One of my I thought was my true friends was eating him on and was agreeing with him and going with him and putting me down along with him. And she's been my friend for 10 years.
And so what, she was just telling him where you were at?
And he asked if I had my kids, and she said, no, her mommy has them.
Yeah.
And he said that I don't deserve my kids. They don't deserve to be near me. And she was just agreeing with him on that. And that was one of the true things that hurt me, because she was my friend for 10 years.
Do you ever worry about him or her going after your kids at all?
No, because I know my mom and my dad will protect them with every meaning of their life.
Okay. And as far as kids go, how long have they been gone?
I haven't had them for 2 years.
2 years now? And you said they were 3 and 4, so it's been about half of their lives.
It hurts.
I'm sure it does.
All I want to do is be their mom.
And what do you think would help you out with moving on and getting a job and getting your kids back?
I want to be able to get control of my life again. I want to be able to not live in fear every day. I want to be able to have my anxiety under control so I can mentally and physically take care of my kids and be able to go out and work and be a hardworking mom and support my kids, be a mom that my kids are proud of.
And are you on a medication now, like a prescribed medication to help with that?
Well, because I went through CMH 10 different times, and they just keep dropping my cases because I have problems with getting gas to get to my appointments. And also they don't give me my anxiety medication that I was on before. And the doctor I have now refuses to prescribe it.
And what was it that you were on?
I was on the lowest dose in Xanax, and I would take that once a day at night, and it would help me through my whole day.
Okay. And have you ever tried just going out and getting it yourself without a prescription?
Well, because I won't do that.
Yeah. I know that a lot of people will turn to that when the doctor stops prescribing it.
I refuse to do that because that puts my ability to possibly ever get my kids back in jeopardy.
Yeah. Now, why did they stop prescribing that to you?
Because I had switched doctors, and the one doctor I switched to refused to prescribe that kind of medication, and the previous doctor said he wasn't going to prescribe it anymore, that I needed to go to CMH. And CMH don't prescribe those types of anxiety medications.
because it's a controlled substance.
Yeah. I've been on 15 to 20 different other medications. I've been hospitalized in Havenwick, out in Ann Arbor,
Mm-hmm.
which is a mental hospital, for my anxiety because I was a past cutter.
And you don't cut now?
No. As you can see, there's my scars that I have a tattoo over. It says I refuse to sink, which means I refuse to hit my all-time low anymore. I'm trying to go above and beyond to be able to get my kids.
That's
And
definitely.
that one always says faith, which has a semicolon, which is suicide awareness.
And have you ever been suicidal? And what happened there?
I couldn't bring myself to do it. I grew the strength and asked my mom. I was like, I need help. I need to go to the hospital. I need help.
Was that before or after the kids?
That was before. I went to it was a halfway house out in Flint off of Tobias. And it was after I had my first daughter. I slipped down into a deep depression because I just didn't have my resources to be able to keep on medication. And just, I lived out in Flint away from my parents. It was my first time living away from my parents. And I ended up in a mentally abusive relationship, and I just kept being broke down.
And when you say mentally abusive, what do you mean? Did he call you names and?
Yeah, he told me I was worthless. He would yell at me in front of my kid. He would just be, I don't know how to explain it, but just like straight on mean.
How long were you with him?
I was with him for about a year.
About a year. And what about before that? I mean, have you had any physically abusive relationships?
Not before that, but just this past year and a half I was to the point where I should have been in the hospital 5 different times.
And what happened there?
I was being unconscious. I was choked to the point where I was blue. I had bruises that I used cover up to cover because I just thought, hey, he's actually staying with me. He's not leaving me. He's not cheating on me. This is maybe what I deserve. This is maybe why I was raped when I was younger, that I just deserved this. This is what I deserve. This is all my fault.
So a lot of low self-esteem involved.
I just went blind to it and was like, this is his way of showing me that he cares about me. I did something wrong. I deserve this. This is my punishment.
And what about now? Are you in a relationship now?
Yeah, I'm seeing someone right now, and he's actually a really, really sweet person.
Not abusive. Is he actually helping you out as far as like getting you to appointments and whatnot?
Yeah. He's trying his hardest. He went to go touch my face to give me a kiss on the cheek, and I kind of pulled back and flinched, and he straight up looked me in the eye. I will never lay my hands on you in a harmful way.
No, that's good.
And that just, I broke down right then and there when he said that. Because I've always thought that's how I was supposed to be treated.
Beyond medications and things that you need like that, what else do you think would help you come up from where you are now?
I just would like to be able to just, I don't know, just know that I have people out there that care about me and just are willing to help. Like, I can't even pay my own rent where I live. Like, wherever I live, I can't pay my dues.
Because you're not working.
Yeah, my grandpa, he hands me, here's like $100 to see if you can stay a little bit longer. And I can't live off my grandpa for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I want to be able to support myself.
And you said you can cook and all that. I mean,
yeah,
that's what you'd want to do besides...
When I was in high school, I went to the culinary program at Lapeer Tech. And I love decorating cakes. It's one of my favorite things to do. I'm very artistic.
Well, part of what we do is we put these videos up online. Mm-hmm. And, there might be somebody out there that goes, hey, we want to give this chick a job. So, that's part of what we do.
That would be amazing.
Hopefully that can help you out. All right, this has been Donnie Morrison with Down and Out, here with Larissa. And if anybody out there has any type of employment, perhaps maybe a cake decorating assistant, or even washing dishes that can help her out, feel free to contact us on our Facebook page and do what you can, and I thank you.